An interval is the distance between two notes on the musical staff. Like many other musical concepts, intervals can be really simple, but they can also become quite complex. So let's talk about the simple part of intervals in this first video. We start with generic intervals. Generic simply means common. It's the opposite of specific. We'll learn about specific intervals in the next video. I'm going to use a document camera to demonstrate the rest of this lesson. Notes on the same line or in the same space are called verse. We also call them unison or prime. When one note is in a space and the other note is on the line immediately above or below it, that's a second. All of these are examples of seconds. When one note is on a line and the other note is on the line immediately above or below it, that's a third. That's also true of notes in two adjacent spaces. All of these are examples of thirds. Notice that intervals can be written stacked vertically or placed side by side horizontally. Stacked intervals are called harmonic intervals, while side by side are called melodic intervals. Now look at this next interval. Logically, what should it be called? Well, to figure out the name of a generic interval, we count the first note and the second note and every line and space between them. For example, a second was 1, 2, and a third was 1, 2, 3. So let's count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a fourth. All of these are examples of fourths. Now how about fifths? Like the thirds, fifths go from line to line or from space to space. Look at the intervals we've had so far. Seconds and fourths are always between a line and a space, while thirds and fifths always have both notes on either a line or in a space. So, can you predict what a sixth will look like? It has to go from a line to a space or from a space to a line. All even-numbered intervals do. How about a seventh? Yes, it's an odd-numbered interval, so both notes are on a line or both are in a space. Finally, an eighth, or what we call in music, an octave. These notes have the same name. A C to a C, or an F to an F. Are you ready to build some generic intervals yourself? Do your best.